I think you had to. Okay. Is it okay now? Try. Because there were two of you. Uh,
I think I closed one of this one. Thank you.
sure.
I think from Tana's side, we have, I think, two boomers going to join here. Venkat Singhu and Ravi Patluri garu. Please.
Mrinali, I have made you the panelist. Please accept, okay?
Yeah.
You can turn off your video, Mrinali. Yeah, the audio is on. We are waiting for Tana committee to get started. Welcome, everybody.
Hi, Joe. Ravi Patluri garu trying to join, but can you please share him the proper link, direct link?
Actually, this is the link. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, without registration link.
Oh, I don't have that. I don't know.
Can you call him once? Can you help
Sure,
him?
I will call him.
Yeah, thank you.
It went to voicemail, funny.
Okay, let me try.
Sure. Yes, Ravi Garu, I made you panelist.
And one more person from Tana, Venkat Singhu. Can you make
Okay,
him?
sure. Yes, absolutely. The thing is, since it started, I cannot change the settings, so I apologize for the inconvenience. I've made both the panelists. Please accept. Yeah, Venkat Singh. Yes. Yes, Satish. We will get started in a little bit. Everything is being recorded. Let's wait for the Tana leadership to introduce. Yes.
I think we
Oh,
are here.
I'm here. I'm already joined. So
Yeah, I also joined
yeah.
Joe and Fun.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. Warm welcome to all of you joining Tana Mid-Atlantic Scholarship Call today. So I would like to talk about the Tana Board of Director Ravi Pottudi garu, address the audience. Ravi garu, are you able to hear?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we are able to hear you.
Hello, all. Thank you, Funny. So thank you, Josna ji. So you've been doing this last several years. Thank you so much for organizing this for the Thana community and also the for all the parents. This is actually the seminars like this really helps to understand how the process works to get the scholarships, and also it's a kind of bit education for parents as well students and also the community. So basically your previous sessions really helped people to how to build the scholarship resumes and understanding how the applications gets evaluated, and the difference between different types of the, the 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 scholarships, and also like the scholarship supports and mentoring. So thank you so much for doing all this. So really appreciate your help for the community, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravi Garu. Our benefit coordinator, Venkat Singh Garu, can you please address the audience?
Thank you, Funny. Thank you, Josnaji, as Ravi Patlugar mentioned. So thank you so much for helping to Thana past few years for this web seminar, scholarship web seminar. So we are receiving even calls from student parents, like even today also we received. It's very useful for them to prepare and plan for their studies, higher studies. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Venkat Singh. Jyotsnaji, yeah, please take. Jyotsnaji, you are in the meet. I'm not able to hear you.
Okay, welcome everybody. A very warm welcome. Thank you so much for the Thana committee, people, the leadership and everything. Year after year, they have been giving me this opportunity to come and share. I'm very grateful to them. Thana committee really works hard in organizing so many non-profit events and everything. And I'm really grateful to be here. Okay, and I want to tell you that from the past few years, 4 years that I've been doing, so many of my Thana students have gotten into Stanford, BSMD program and everything. So today I'm going to share the exact blueprint. So please don't worry, everything is getting recorded. I will send you the recording, the slide deck. There's a free scholarship guide. Please put any question you have on the chat. I have our Mrinali, who's a moderator. She'll make sure we answer all your questions. And even if you miss out on something, I'm always here for you. So my mission is to help immigrant kids get into college with full scholarship and full ride. It is possible. My students have won. And my main goal is to bring clarity to the college admission process because it's so complicated. And if you are feeling that it is complicated, it's because it's designed that way. Okay, so the thing is, you are full-time parents, you have a job, you have to take care of your children. It's not possible to kind of know all the things about the college admission process. I mean, I do it full time. I have 25 people and I still get confused. My teammates get confused. So don't worry. Any questions, put them in the chat. I'm going to get started. My husband makes fun of me saying I kill people with slides, but how can I explain the college process with just 5 slides, right? So I have a lot of slides, but I go through them like pretty fast so that you can kind of understand that is there. Okay, I will start from the foundation, the main components and everything. Okay, so Mrinali, can you see my screen? Is that okay? Am I sharing the right screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay, so this is it. About me, I'm an immigrant. I studied in Tumkur, which is like a very, very small town near Bangalore. And I was frustrated with the lack of clarity in the college admission process when my older son was applying to college, right? And I was like, why is this so complicated? It doesn't have to be, right? And fast forward 6 years, he's graduated from Georgia Tech. In 3.5 years with a master's, it's possible. He graduated with 20 APs from the Downingtown School District. And I'm not telling you because I just want to be boastful. I'm just telling you because of the opportunity that is there. Make use of the APs, make use of the opportunities within your school to kind of save money for college, okay? And this is me, my venture. I have Gifted Gabber. I'm the COO of South Asian Herald newspaper. I'm a founder of nonprofit, which is Inspire Youth. I have grant money there for teens' mental health. Teen suicide prevention is one of my cause area, and Tana supported. In Harrisburg, we had a March for Teen Life, and Tana was the main supporter, where we walked over the bridge to kind of build awareness to prevent teen mental health breakdowns. I'm also the USA chair for education, employment, and scholarship. Okay, and this is my qualification. I'm a TEDx speaker and a coach. I'm a Tony Robbins certified life coach. I'm an executive functioning skills, which is the prefrontal cortex of the brain. So that is the part of the brain that's still developing, right? In teens, it's like that curry leaf plant that is still small, it's still growing. And we try to pluck all the curry leaf to put it in our cooking, but then it's still developing, right? This frontal, that's where the planning, prioritization, time management, everything is there, but our society is in such a way that we're not waiting for that part of the brain to develop. We're just pushing them, right? And I'm also a meditation instructor and a pranic healer, and I've done my college counseling from UC Berkeley. All of our counselors are from UC Berkeley, and I will explain all the process to you. And also, please, I'll answer your questions towards the end, because if I start answering them, I'll never get through my slide. Okay, and this is my mission, is to share information. So I have WhatsApp group, Facebook group, and everything. Mimi will put the links on the chat and you can join them. Okay, and the agenda for today, what are the important factors? I'm going to tell you exactly what colleges are looking for. What is the admission process? How to build a profile, and scholarships. Okay, and our success, our students have gotten into Stanford, UPenn, MIT, Cornell, Harvard, Yale, U Chicago, Columbia, a lot of colleges. But please don't think that I only cater to the top 1%. My success has been student with 2.5 GPA getting into University of Buffalo with 56K scholarship. So it is possible, right? And don't think that you need to have like exceptional grades or be in the top 1%. There is a college for everybody, right? And I'm going to show you that. Okay, and our counseling results, I have won over $15 million for my students in scholarships. My middle name should have been scholarships, because that is the amount of money that I win for my students, and it is out there. And I'm going to give you the exact blueprint to get them. Okay, so do you want to know the success formula? I need a lot of energy. I need a lot of involvement. So please put it in the chat. I go off the energy. Like, learn from here. Nobody is going to kind of teach you all these things, because it's not available on Google, right? So it needs to be from a trained professional. Okay, so how does the process work? This is it. Okay, so this is a regional admission officer in your particular area. Okay, so I live in Pennsylvania. I'm going to give you the example of Duke. Okay, so Duke, there's a resident of Pennsylvania who works for Duke, who's going to get all the applications. If you're from Illinois, Florida, Michigan, so there's a regional admission officer there whose job is to collect applications. And then this regional admission officer is going to pitch to the committee. Okay, imagine like a long board with a lot of people who are like serious and fighting over each other. And then the committee decides who gets in. They pick each and every candidate, right? And then the committee will vote. And there are 3 outcomes for that: acceptance, denial, and wait list. Okay, if you want, you can take a snapshot of this, but I'm going to explain in detail. Okay, so this is what it is. The admission officer has 8 minutes to go over a student's application. Why? Because they have so many applicants. They only have 8 minutes. There are sometimes a single reader. Sometimes there are 2 readers. There will be 2 admission officers going over the application. And there are things called as the floor, which is like your grades and everything. The ceiling is what is called as a spike. So the thing is, they are looking for a spike. Okay, spike is something unique about the candidate. right? So the admission officer has to pitch the candidate to the committee, right? And the admission officer has 60 seconds to pitch, okay, as to what the student is about. It just comes down to a single headline, okay? And now I have an assignment for you. We have to make this interesting, okay? So for example, if the admission officer has to pitch your student or your child, or if you're a student here on the call, what is that headline that the admission officer is going to pitch you or your student? I'm just going to give you like 5 seconds to kind of come up with that headline. Put it in the chat, okay? And I'll go over. So how is your candidate going to be pitched to the admissions committee? And don't worry, I will explain everything. But right now, I want to understand what you think should be told about your student, okay? I'm going to give you 2 seconds. Wonderful. Wonderful. I see a lot of answers. Come on, let's get the energy flowing, because you need to understand, you need to get involved, make mistakes here. I'm here for you. There's no judgment. Okay, but we want to get this cleared, right? So yes, they have 60 seconds. And I tell my students, build a profile that the admissions officer can pitch you. Okay, so come on. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, beautiful. You got that figured out. Excellent answers. I will go over that. Excellent. So that is what it is. Your whole profile gets boiled down to one sentence. Okay. So next, what are the important factors? Grades. Strength of the curriculum is, if your school offers 35 APs, then 10 or 15 of them need to be there in your transcript. Test scores are important. It's not test optional. If you're applying to like highly selective schools, it's there. You need that. Extracurricular activity, letters of recommendation, essays, and demonstrated interest. These are the main factors. Okay. And I want to explain to you 2 things. Okay. There are tangibles and intangibles. Okay. 2 things that colleges are looking for. Tangibles are like your test score, your GPA, your number of APs, but intangibles is what you showcase. It's like you're passionate about something. Somebody said FBLA, somebody said neurodivergent learning, make a contribution to the community, risk takers and change makers. They're looking for not like students who blend in. They're looking for students who are going to stand out. Okay, so, and also you cannot say, I have this quality. It needs to be demonstrated as an outcome, as a tangible, measurable result. Okay, I'm passionate about making a contribution to the community. What did I do? I did a march, 100 people showed up. I collected cans, 200 cans. I collected money, I collected $20. So these are quantifiable results that you absolutely need to have. I'm a risk taker. What did I do? I did research on why there is neurodivergence. Okay, why does a child struggle with ADHD and take medicine? I did research on that. I'm a trendsetter. Okay, I conducted a book club on like a very sensitive topic, right? So those are the qualities that they're looking for. And this is what gets you into colleges. It's like cut above. They're looking for students who are able to perform at that kind of a delta, okay? Any questions, please put them in the chat. This is something that you may have newly be hearing about, but don't worry, okay? So I'm going to tell you how to build a profile in 6 steps. There are 6 major components. That's it. It's simplified into 6 components. Number 1 is like GPA, course rigor. That's very, very important. You cannot discount GPA. That is like the filter that is there to get in, okay? Next is test scores. You need upwards of 1520, 1530, 1550. I'm talking about highly selective colleges, and also scholarships are based on your test score, GPA, and everything. SAT, ACT scores are also important. University of Alabama will give you the presidential scholarship if you have over 1500 score, right? So these are all very, very important to get a full ride, to get into the STAMP Scholar and everything. So please don't worry, everything is being recorded. If you join newly, you don't need to worry, everything is recorded. I will share the slides and everything. Just listen and learn, okay? Next is, this is where it gets interesting. If you're multitasking, come back. This is it. You need to have an extracurricular activity that's outside the four walls of your classroom. Yes, clubs are good activities, but they are not top tier activities. You need to show a rare talent, activism, or something that's non-typical and uncommon, okay? And then the outcome of that uncommon activity or cause area is a passion project. What is a passion project? It's something that a student does outside the four walls of the classroom, right? And don't get perturbed by this fancy word like passion project and all that. It's anything that your child does. I started a book club. I started a school club. Okay, I built an app. All these are projects, right? It's like tangible, measurable, some outcome that you're doing, right? I went to the conference and presented. I did research, right? And all these are kind of events or outcomes or projects, okay? And then this is where it gets interesting. They're looking for intellectual quality, right? If you're applying to Stanford, a lot of Tana students have gotten into Stanford, Fujita, all these people. So if you're getting into Stanford, there is a question that you need to answer is, can you tell a time when a student demonstrated that intellectual quality? So how do you demonstrate that? By doing research under a university professor, taking your research to the conference, having international recognition. I've had students go to Puerto Rico to present that, okay? So all these are important. The sixth component is specialization in that area. Okay, so for example, you're applying for political science major, then you need to have worked under a government like a senator or something, or you've campaigned for an election, or you've written a research paper on that political science or something. So you need to demonstrate extracurricular activities and activities like having picked that course and done activities that showcase that area. Okay, I want to major in cybersecurity. That means I've taken computer science principles, computer science programming in school, right? APs. Then I have done a project on cybersecurity, right? I wrote a research paper on cybersecurity. So that is specializing. Okay, I want to be a doctor. Okay, I did research. I shadowed a doctor. I volunteered in the hospital. Okay, and all these are combined. So it shows I took biology, I took chemistry in my majors. Okay, so this is specialization. These are the 6 factors. Any questions about these 6 factors, please put them in the chat and I'll address them. Okay, and now I'm going to ask you another thing. Want to know the real reasons students don't get in? Anybody wants to take a guess as to why students don't get in sometimes? I know I don't want to bring you guys down. I just want to make you aware. Can anybody answer like why some students don't get in? Anyone wants to take a stab? Why do some students don't get in? They are like perfect. Their resume is perfect. They have top grades, top test scores, and everything, but still they don't get in, right? And I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, right now. Okay, fantastic. I see. Excellent. There's some people who already know the answer, poorly written essay and everything. This is very, very good. Excellent. Yes, yes. A lot of very good answers and involvement. Okay, the student is invisible. What does being invisible mean? That they have perfect scores, but they don't have extracurricular activities. So this is one thing that I want you to remember, that grades and test scores will get you noticed and extracurricular activities will get you accepted. That's it. Okay, so this is something that I want you to remember. It's not just focus on test scores and grades, right? So you need to have that extracurricular activity to take you to not be invisible. Okay, so one thing I want every student that's here or your children is not to be invisible. Okay, be visible, take chances, make mistakes. Okay, Okay, so now I'm going to explain to you how colleges evaluate extracurricular activities. It may seem like I'm throwing a lot at you, but don't worry, our brain is it's built in such a way that it'll go and get lodged in your brain and you will be able to recollect it. And I will put it all together. Okay, so how do colleges evaluate extracurricular activities? Okay, so there are 4 tiers, okay, and I'm going to explain to you all the tiers that are there so that it will make sense for you, okay? So tier 1 is a rare or extra or kind of exceptional achievement or leadership. It's like the tier 1. They're like national awards, prestigious achievements and everything. And I'm going to give you an example. Like, for example, this student, this is Tana, participated in the March 14 Live. Now, this student is a teen suicide prevention advocate. So he was just not an advocate. He just took it a step further, went and conducted a march in Harrisburg, and about 200 people showed up, and it was all over the news. So that's a tier 1 extracurricular activity. Okay, I'm just giving you examples. You may have many examples, but I'm just giving you that. So he got a lot of news coverage and media coverage, and he has a grant for mental health. Okay, and then international conference. One of my students, Shivank, went to the American Society of Gravitational Space in Puerto Rico to present his research paper. So these are tier 1 extracurricular activity. Then I have the student, Shrishti Amula. She did composting. She did 300,000 pounds of composting in like all 4 years that she was there. She's from the DMV area, the Virginia area. So you see these students, they did something that was class apart. Okay, so this is something that you need to remember. Okay, next is tier 2. It's not as significant as tier 1, but it's still an amazing activity, right? It's like leadership of well-known organization, competitions, and everything. Now I'm going to show you an example. Now this is Anushka. Okay, so what she did was she distributed. She distributed surplus medical supplies to the homeless. You get it? So that is like a tier 2 extracurricular activity. Still, it shows very, very good leadership. Okay. And tier 3 is not as significant as tier 1 and tier 2, but it is like minor leadership for well-known clubs. The club leadership is tier 3. So I want you to understand that clubs are good activities, but please don't just stick to them. You've got to do something that's beyond the club. Okay, so it's like smaller athletic, musical distinctions, all that is tier 3. So for example, the student founded like an environmental or a climate control council in her school. Okay, so this is a tier 3 activity. Founder of clubs, like treasurer of a club, vice president, president of a club. Okay, now tier 4 are like common activities that admission officers see in every resume. Okay, so these are the clubs, the National Honor Society, HOSA, FPLA, they are all tier 4. But please don't think that there's any shame in joining a club. No, a typical student has 10 extracurricular activities because you have 10 spaces in the Common App, and you will have one tier 1 activity, multiple tier 3, one tier 2, and a lot of tier 4. You understand? But you need to have at least one tier 1 activity to be noticeable, to not be invisible. Get it? For the top BSMD programs, for the Ivy League programs, to get full ride scholarships, you absolutely need to have a tier 1 extracurricular activity. Okay, does this make sense, the tiers? Any questions? So a strong applicant has 8 to 10 extracurricular activities, and this is what you develop in your 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. It's not like things happen overnight, but we want to be consistent, okay? Consistently participate in activities. My rule of thumb is you need to spend an hour or 2 hours every week outside of your house, okay? Outside of your house on a Saturday or a Sunday or a weekday, and you need to rake up those hours, okay? And I'm going to explain to you the wow factor or the tier 1. How do you build tier 1? I'm going to show you the different categories in which you can build tier 1. Okay, research. That's a wonderful activity. It hits a lot of notes. You're showing intellectual curiosity, right? You're flexing your brain. And it shows colleges that you're a deep learner because Gen Z, they're surface learners, right? They just learn things on the surface. But for research, you've got to go deep in, and colleges love it. I mean, I have, as a counselor, to maintain my credentials, I have to visit colleges, speak to admission officers, and you can ask the admission officer, what does it take to get into your college? You can't ask an admission officer, admit my student, right? So they will tell you exactly what they're looking for. And the number one extracurricular activity that they look for is research and submitting in journals, getting it published. It shows like academic prowess. Okay. Next is cause area. Cause area is a narrative, right? For example, I showed you that student who had a cause area of teen suicide prevention or composting or like space research or something like that. So its cause area is like one problem that you're trying to solve, right? It needs to be put down into one problem statement that impacts positively to the society, right? Okay, I want to overcome food insecurity, right? So I want to fight against bulimia, like teens don't eat, body image, right? All those kind of cause areas, they really, really help for college, okay? And these are some of the examples of, I'm just going to give you examples because if I just talk about it, it's not going to make sense. So I'm just going to show you. Now, this is Isabella. She's an equestrian. She loves to ride horses, but then she uses horses to heal neurodivergent kids or autistic kids. So you see how it has like a positive impact. She's still showcasing all her, we help build a resume, a visual resume, which is a website, okay? And it has to be built by students. You cannot hire a professional to build that. And admissions officers do look at external websites. Now, she does game days with therapy horses. So where autistic kids ride horses and everything. And then this is Sudiksha. Sudiksha is wants to speak about against vaccine myths. I mean, the situation right now is not a very good one. So there are a lot of anti-vaxxers. They don't get vaccinated. So her mission is to promote like vaccines. What is she doing? She kind of goes and speaks about it. She has a social media challenge. She brings experts. At the Holy event, she went and presented about the positive effects of vaccine and everything. So you see students are taking on these kind of opportunities. And then this girl, she kind of, I think, So she wrote a code or an app to figure out if a child is getting bullied online or something. She created an app which would do like check the posts and everything to see if okay. So these are some of the examples of cause area. Any questions, please put it in the chat and I will address them. Okay. So does this make sense? Are you with me? Let us see how you are all doing. Are you overwhelmed or does it make sense? Everything, are you learning? And everything, excellent, excellent. We want you to learn because this is something that's very, very important. As parents, as immigrants, education, getting our children into the best college to get them educated is what is there. I see a lot of questions about H4. Please don't worry. H4 students also get a lot of scholarships, and I'll explain everything in the end as to what kind of scholarships that you can get. See, please don't think that you're in an H4, you're losing out on anything. You and I, we are the same when it comes to federal aid, right? So the thing is, federal aid is given only to people who have very low income, right? I don't qualify, you don't qualify. Other than that, we are equal, except for the like filling out the FAFSA. H4 people cannot do that, right? I can fill out the FAFSA, but my children, most of our children will not get need-based because our income level is higher, right? So that's the only difference. And I'm going to explain to you what are all the scholarship. I've had students on visas getting a lot of scholarships on H4. So I'm going to explain everything to you. Please don't be of the opinion that, oh, I'm on visa, I don't have a green card, so my child doesn't have an opportunity. No, please spend time in building the profile. Okay, building the profile, because colleges want exceptional candidates, right? It's like when in previously in companies, they used to sponsor your green card to H1 people, H4, I'm sorry, H1. Why? Because you were very valuable to the company, right? That they were sponsoring your visa. So here also, you're very valuable to the university. That's why they give you scholarships. Why will anybody give you money, right? You have to be valuable to them, right? And that is one thing I want you to learn from here, is not think there's a pile of money waiting, I have to go grab it at any cost. No, you will spend the time in building that profile in high school, all 4 years. Okay, that's what it is. Now, how do you create a stellar profile for college? I'm going to show you. Is plan for all 4 years. You've got to plan. It's not like you need to know all the answers to the questions, but at least have like a plan on in like the paper napkin or something, like plan it out. Okay, so this is how you plan for all 4 years. It is like a focus framework. In the freshman year, you're exploring things. In the sophomore year, you're trying to like kind of figure out where you are. In the junior year, you're trying to go deeper and focus. And in the senior year, it's all about the impact. Okay, so that's very, very important. In the freshman year, I recommend students to join clubs, because then you know what you like, what you don't like. Get out of your house, do volunteering, right? Go to senior center and spend time. That's very, very good. Like whatever it is, like Thana organizes so many nonprofit. They have a whole WhatsApp channel for nonprofit. They're continuously doing stuff. Please join that. Please rake up your hours. Please continuously, just momentum, right? Momentum is what's important, right? And start research in the 9th grade. We always recommend that, because the more research you have, the better it is. And also research is foundational. My student who got into Stanford, the other girl, what she did is, she did research with us. She took that research to MIT's biomedical internship. And from there, she got into Stanford. So it's like you start building your resume from the freshman year, see and develop study skills. I mean, this is something that's very, very important. We think, oh, she doesn't know how to study, but they're not taught like how to create a study plan, how to prepare for exams and everything. That's very, very important, because we assume students know that, but taking on APs are college level courses, right? So you need to have those study skills, time management, focus, goal-directed persistence, emotional control, and everything is important. Now, in the sophomore year, you're trying to narrow. Okay, in the freshman year, you didn't know what your major was. You kind of figured out, oh, I want to be a doctor. Oh, I want to be in the medical field. Oh, I want to be an aerospace engineer. I want to be a cybersecurity expert. I want to be a robotics engineer. So those are some of the things that you come up with. So you're narrowing your activities. Okay, I want to be an aerospace engineer. I have to take physics. I have to do some research in this and all that stuff. Okay, testing, you start planning for your testing, keep up your grades, get your honors courses so that you can take your AP courses. For example, if you have to take AP biology, you need honors biology, right? If you have to take AP chemistry, you need to have honors biology and honors chemistry. If you have to take AP calculus AB, you have to take pre-calc, you have to take algebra 2. All that progression, you need to like plan it out, okay? And then in the junior year, you kind of narrow down. You eliminate things that are not working, and kind of you go deeper into it. You get all the leadership opportunities and everything. See, you cannot be a leader overnight. You need to consistently working on that particular activity, like deeper and deeper and deeper, so that you can become a leader, right? In that, okay. And then in the senior year is when it's impact. Right? You're applying to colleges in the senior year. You're writing those essays. You're getting those recommendations. And also, please do not be invisible to your high school counselors, right? I know a lot of people who have not even met, who don't even know. If your high school counselor doesn't know you, how are they going to write a recommendation, right? So I always tell my students to go and chat with them. schedule a call. And the counselor is like the king or the queen in this game of chess because they have all the resources. We are in the Downingtown School District. It's so amazing. The counselor gets all the information about internships, about about summer programs and everything. But the thing is, students don't approach and ask them, right? So please do that. Like go and ask them, hey, I plan to do this. Do you think it's a good idea? Oh, I want to do this major. Do you know any internships? So my younger son watched a lot of Suits and he wanted to be Harvey Specter and he wanted to be a lawyer. So he went and asked his counselor, oh, can I go to court and kind of shadow there and get an internship? And the counselor immediately said, oh, we have an internship expert, which is Dr. Podell. I mean, that is in our school district. He went and asked, he got an opportunity to go to Westchester Westchester Courthouse, and he saw a murder trial there during the summer. He was so excited. So you see, schools have a lot of resources. You don't need a lot of external help. Exhaust the resources within your school, and please approach your counselor. If you're in the gifted program, there'll be a gifted teacher. They're very, very dedicated, most of the teachers and the staff, okay? Now, I have a quiz for you. Who do you think colleges will pick? Okay, A, I mean, this is A and this is B. A, perfect grades, perfect test scores, 1580. GPA is 4.0, but very, very average activities, school club and everything. Okay, not so great. Or B, above average, good grades, but exceptional activities, passion project and research. Who do you think colleges will prefer? A or B? A or B? A or B? A or B? Okay, yeah. I see a lot of answers. Yes, yes, yes. GPA and B, excellent, excellent. Great job, great job, great job. So this is what it is. You need to have exceptional, of course, grades are important. You need them. I'm not discarding them. Okay, I'm not saying you don't need grades, but you need to have exceptional activities to get the kind of scholarships and everything. Okay, so yes, you got the answer right. Okay, great job. Now I finished the profile part of it, the component part of it. Now I'm coming into scholarship, and I'm going to answer, this is going to answer all the questions that you have, but I will answer some more. Okay, so for scholarships, there's number one is need or income-based scholarship, which is based on your income. And of course, H4 people are not eligible, but you're not missing out on anything because most of us don't qualify for this, which is you have to fill out the FAFSA and the CSS and see if you qualify. Okay, that is the federal need-based aid. Okay, so you have to have a low income of 60,000 and below. Middle income, they don't get that much money, and high income, you can forget about it, right? And a lot of people don't even fill out the FAFSA. I don't recommend that. You have to fill out the FAFSA. In states like Illinois, California, New Jersey, it's mandatory to fill out the FAFSA. Okay, and FAFSA filling out has become very easy. It syncs with your tax return. All you have to do is open that, and it syncs with your 2-year tax return and everything. Okay, and also there are a lot of people who kind of don't do investments 2 years before they are applying to colleges, so you can kind of do that also so that you don't get into the high income bracket. Okay, next is institutional scholarship. This is what I want you to learn. If you're multitasking, please come back because this is very, very important. This is what colleges give money. Okay, this is from the college's kitty. It is not from the federal government at all. It is from the college. So it doesn't matter what visa you are on. This is from the colleges. I'm not talking about the international students. We don't have international students. Anyone on H4 is not an international student because you're a valid resident, right? You can study and you will get scholarship. My student Gaurav on visa got a lot of scholarships on H4. So you don't need to worry about it at all. H4s cannot file FAFSA, okay? And this is the complete list of merit scholarship, okay, that you can get. I mean, my students have won a lot of scholarships, and I'm going to show you a list that is there. You will get a lot of scholarship, merit scholarship, the STAMP scholarship that will pay full ride is tuition, and everything will be paid. So that is there. Duke has a Robertson Scholar, Vanderbilt has a scholarship. All these colleges have a lot of merit scholarship. This is not based on your income. This is based on a student's profile. What is a student's profile? Exceptional grades, test scores, extracurricular activities, research, the perfect storm. They will just give a lot of money. Okay. Next is, I'm going to tell you the difference between full ride and full tuition. Okay. Full ride is all expenses covered. You don't need to spend a dime. Tuition, boarding, and sometimes you need to watch carefully. The room and boarding will be more than the college tuition. For example, UC Santa Cruz, they have a housing problem. So their living expense is $27,000. Okay, and the tuition is $14,000. And if you're staying in New York, of course, Manhattan, you go to NYU or Columbia, it's atrocious. It's like that expensive it is, right? So full ride means everything is covered. Full tuition means only the tuition part is covered. And I'm going to show you some examples if I have time. But room and board is not included. Okay, so this is also good. I mean, any of them is good. Like University of South Alabama will give full tuition. Stamps will give you full ride. Robertson Scholar will give you full ride. All these are possibilities. Again, how valuable are you to the college? Why should they give you money? Because your profile is so exceptional, right? So remember that whatever components I've defined and discussed, they're all very important to get this, okay? And there are other scholarships also, but they're not that big of an amount, okay? Now, Rensselaer Polytechnic, if you're applying, they'll give you like $40,000 a year. That's a lot of money, right? That's just like over $160,000 or over $200,000 is what you get. But these are non-institutional scholarships. They're like really small, okay? And if your school itself will have a lot of scholarship, what will happen is there are businesses around, they will donate, there will be like foundations and all that. We have a very nice couple in our area, Shailaja Musunuri. They donate a lot of money to what's that, Phoenixville School District, right? So they give scholarships for the needy, right? And even Downingtown has a lot of scholarship. My both sons won. So those are some of the scholarships that are within your school, and the counselor and the principal dispense that. So please keep in mind that they will give. One of the girls who was part of the TANA, she won full scholarships from the Downingtown East School District. And yeah, I remember her very, very well a couple of years ago. Okay, so the private scholarship, community service for hobbies and extracurricular activities, employer scholarship, but these will just be like $5,000 or $10,000, which is good, right? And then these are some of the scholarships that my students have won. I just want to share with you. We keep track of everything, but the reason why I'm showing you is the amount of money that you can easily win. Like it's full ride. When I say full ride, it's like tuition and everything is included. George Washington. Like if you see here, full ride to OSU. OSU has a Morrill scholarship, which is full ride. Okay, and she got Stamp scholarship for Georgia Tech. Robertson Duke scholarship, right? And MIT, I helped her win like $40K, right? So all these are kind of scholarships that you can win. And every year we keep track of students wherever they've gotten in. These are all my research students, right? Lot of scholarships and acceptances that you can get. So please do not leave any money on the table. That's what I tell people is do not leave any money on the table, okay? And any questions, please put it in the chat. Okay, so here, if you're multitasking, please come back. You can take a snapshot of this slide. It's very, very important. Secret to winning scholarships. Build a profile, become a high achieving expert, right? So significant contribution to the focus areas, right? And then be a specialist, have research, leadership, real world impact. These are the components to getting in. I had students, Shivang, he went to Puerto Rico. He got into Rochester Albany BSMD program. I mean, he got like 50% of the tuition because he loves research, and Rensselaer Polytechnic is one of the best schools for research, right? So he went to Puerto Rico. He was, he did a lot of things, right? So that is what it is. He's very, very valuable to the college, right? Be a specialist, research, leadership, and everything. This is the solution, okay? Any questions, put them in the chat. So I just need your permission to reveal my success formula, all right? The way I have built my services and our programs for students. I'm going to reveal it to you, right? So we have some unique solutions that we offer for students, okay? And these are all the research programs that we offer: neuroscience, cancer, nanoparticles. All these are run by university professors. Now, nanoparticles are those nano robots and everything. So engineering students do that research. She's a professor from ASU. Cancer students do research from CANS on cancer. Neurosciences, neurodegenerative diseases, brain chemicals, oncology, cardiology, political science. Like there's a lot of potential there. Like most like AI app development, cybersecurity, right? You can create a project there. Like anything to do with business, you can. The world is your oyster. It doesn't matter what major you're applying. I've had students applying to actuarial science. He got full ride. I have to explain to you about a father that I have. He's from Ghana. Okay, and he has 4 kids. He's a cardiologist in San Jose. So the first son came to me. He got into Cornell. Okay, but he said Cornell was $400,000. He got into UCSD, which was $400. He's like, I'm not sending my son to Cornell. He went to UCSD for $400. Then he sent his second son. He wanted to do actuarial science, and he told me, no IVs, Joe. I only want full ride. He got into University of Nebraska, full tuition. Okay, and then the third child, which is a doctor, came to me. So she got into the medical program. So that is how we build it, right? And we offer counseling. We kind of separate it into med and non-med, right? So if your child is applying to college this fall, then we have a special program for that. We offer college counseling, career counseling, study skills and test taking. Your child is on 504 or IEP, special needs, learning difficulty. We have all kinds of psychologists and psychometrists, Common App essay, just about everything, MMI, interview, prep, passion project, everything is available with us. Okay, and I also offer research program. Basically, what students do is they work with 2 mentors. They have a research professor, and then they have a creative writer, and they work simultaneously with both of them and produce a 4,000-word research paper where, number one, they submit the paper for publishing. They also go to conferences. So I offer a lot of programs for students. Okay, and I also offer internship. I ran a social media internship program with Tana. I will start another one this year as well, where it's social media internship, where we train high school students for a month on the different concepts of social media, and then we place them in small businesses. So it really helps with their resume. We also have research internship for students who've completed research, okay? And how do you register? Everything is available on our website. Right now, everything is closed because students are busy with their AP exams. So this is all there is. You can join our wait list here. So for summer, we have our neuroscience, nanoscience, cancer, biomedical, finance, cybersecurity, law, everything is available here. We have professors, economics, political science, foreign policy, non-technical AI. I have so many students doing research and getting into excellent colleges. So we offer all of that. I'm almost done. One more slide and I'll take all your questions. Okay. Now, I want to share with you from Duke. This is the acceptance letter from Duke, and I want you to read it. Okay. It says, I enjoyed reviewing your application, and the admissions committee was impressed by your innovative projects and research prowess. This is coming from an admissions officer. So you know what colleges are looking for. They're looking for passion projects. They are looking for research programs and a lot of things that is out there. That is it, like creating a profile that no college can refuse. Okay, so the question is, did you gain clarity about college admission process? I will give you an opportunity to speak. Have you gained clarity? Okay, so with that, I'm going to end this presentation and I'm going to take on questions. Funny Garu, do you have anything to say or can we continue? What is your feedback?
Thank you, Jyotsnaji. Very good session. I would like to conclude Ravi Patturi garu. Single, anyone say anything else?
Yeah, thank you, Fanny. Thank you, Josna ji, for providing valuable information. It's very, very useful to all the students. Thank you, everyone, for the parents who joined on behalf of his sons. So, thank you very much. Yeah, you can open the Q&A session.
Sure, no problem. Yes, yes, yes. So, excellent. So, Mrinali, can you please share the questions or give me the thing? Yeah.
Of course. Do you want me to read them out?
Yes. Or yeah. Or you can share the document with me and I can go over whichever.
Okay.
Yeah. You can put it in the chat. I'll go over that. Yeah. Okay. So Vijay Garu, I think you wanted to speak. So you can go ahead and unmute yourself. I made you a panelist. You can speak, and I can also ask some questions. Yeah, I will share all my contact details. Okay. Yeah. Let me go over some Q&A. Can you get internships on H4? Absolutely. As far as you don't get paid, you can get internships. Okay. Very good. And also thoughts on robotic engineering. Very, very good. Excellent. For robotic engineering, we do help students build a complete profile for robotics. Of course, you should have robotic experience, physics, and you need to create a cause area, a problems that you can solve using robotics or nano robotics or anything. We can definitely help you with that. See, the thing about Purdue specifically is Purdue does not offer scholarship because I asked an admission officer as to why it doesn't offer, and Purdue told me that since they have not raised their fee in over 10 years, they don't give scholarships. Purdue is one college that does not give scholarship. Okay, yeah. Mrinali, people are asking about the. Can you share the links, please? Okay, and
Yes, I'll share them.
yeah, and can you share the document 1 minute where you had all the questions? I can't seem to find it so that I can ask. Yeah, and Sandeep, you can ask your question. I have made you a panelist. Okay. Okay. Another question was.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can.
May I speak? May I speak? This is Sandeep, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead, sir. Ask your question.
Ma'am, thank you so much for the valuable information. It really helped me. I have several of the questions, so if you feel they can be handled in a different forum, let me know. My son has been living in India. We are US citizens, but we are not residents right now in USA. Do we need to go back and establish residency to get to stay there for 6 months or 1 year, something like that? He's doing his Bachelor of Commerce from Delhi University. So that's one thing I wanted to ask. I don't know if this
Yeah,
is
you can apply as an international student and they will process your visa. I have students coming in from Australia, Dubai, India, everywhere. You're an international student. You can apply and come.
No, we are US citizens. We are citizens of
okay, then you
United.
don't need any citizenship. You can just apply and come here. Now, Mrinali, she's right here. She was born here. She went back to India when she was 7 months, and she's come back here. And she already got a job in Vanguard.
Similar case for my son. I was just confused about establishing the residency.
No, you don't need
right?
to establish any kind of residency or anything. You can just do.
Okay. My second question is about my son is neurodivergent.
Yes.
He is autistic, and so how to go about getting special needs scholarship?
See, again, why should a college give you special needs scholarship, and why are you expecting special needs scholarship and give you that, right? So actually, there are some special colleges that have that. And if you can schedule a call with me or get in touch with me, we have psychometrists and counselors who will help you with that. Okay, so
Understood.
please get in touch with us. There's a special college list that we give you. Okay, I went to Curry College in Massachusetts, and that only does that accepts a lot of neurodivergent kids because your child needs a lot of accommodations, right? So
Correct,
you need to
correct.
think about accommodations more than getting scholarship, right? So we will help you with that college list. Please share that. Okay, now I'm going to go over the questions because there are quite a few, so bear
Thank you,
with
ma'am.
me. Okay, yeah. Is SAT optional? No. If you're applying to great questions, SAT is not optional these days. Harvard and MIT has made it mandatory, so you cannot escape. And also, if it's test optional, it doesn't mean that they're not going to look at the test scores if you submit, right? It's very, very competitive, and I highly recommend taking that. Okay, and I've answered this question, H4 dependency. Okay, internships, yes, you can get. Can someone still get scholarship in second year if they did not get scholarship in the first year, and everything like research and GPA? Yes, you can look in your school, in your colleges. There are research scholarships that are offered for students. You can definitely apply to that in your school. You can look over that. Should there's another question, extracurricular aligned with the major? If a student is applying for engineering, can the extracurricular activity be musician, political, volunteering? This is a great question. It has to be aligned to the major. If you're applying for engineering, then you absolutely need to have physics and extracurricular activities that are aligned to engineering, right? So you cannot say I'm very good at music and I want to be an engineer, right? So yes, your extracurricular activities need to be aligned with the major that you're applying. Got it? It's a great question. Eagle Scout is tier 1, but again, Eagle Scout, again, it doesn't match with the major. It combines with the previous question. It needs to be aligned with the major, right? So that's very, very important. So yes. And how early should we start planning for extracurricular activities? I would say study skills and everything is something that you need to develop in your 8th grade. So please check my email. I'm going to send you, if your children are in the middle school, then I highly recommend doing IQ puzzles. Okay, you need to get into the gifted program to build that kind of IQ, because building IQ is very, very important, right? So what happens is an average student needs 5 to 8 repetitions to master a concept, but a high IQ student needs only 3 to 5 repetition. So I have some unique techniques. I mean, I'm running out of time. So I will share all the resources. Please email me. I will share that resources. Okay, great. And kids are sometimes confused what they want to do, what their focus passion is. How can you help navigate? We have career counselors. We do evaluations and figure out what is the student aligned to. Definitely. Okay, and this is my email ID. Okay, and all the information is on my website. You can schedule a free call on my website. It says schedule a call. So everything is there on our website. We offer a lot of services. Okay, great. Any scholarship for special needs? What is it called? What would it fall? I need to figure that out. Okay, so I'll figure that out and I'll get back to you. If you can please email me, I need to investigate and get back to you, because I need to get back to you about special needs, right? And thoughts on robotic engineering. Excellent. We did that. I would like to hear the answer about I did that. Creating your own business. Oh, great. The clothing brand. So I have a student who got into a lot of colleges in 2025. I'm going to quickly show you his what he did, what he developed and everything. And of course, he was applying to business major and he had a clothing store. He did research on, again, even business, he did research on sustainable fashion, right? So this is Eric. If you see here, Eric Prabhakar. And if you see here, it's sustainable clothing, right? And he had his own store called Eric's Finds, as you can see here on Depop. Right, and he did research on sustainability and business profitability. Okay, so he did research on that. So absolutely, colleges love that, right? Great question. Now let me go to the next one. What is the cost associated with the services? It depends on what you want to enroll in. You can schedule a call with us and we can help you what you do. How do you qualify for the impact of science specific? So the thing is, in your college application, there are many places that you can put it in. I'm going to share with you a college application, how it looks, and I can go over that. Okay, great. IB diploma, not great, 3.5 unweighted, 1480, 33, tech business, FL. Okay, the whole resume is that. Okay, so you can schedule a call with me and I can help you build that profile. Right now, it's like generic questions that I'm answering. I need to go over deeply. If you can email me, I can help you. How much are your summer courses? They're all on our website. You can schedule a free call and we can do that. Is doing a very impressive passion project considered a tier 1? Absolutely. It's very much needed for building that. So yes, building a top tier profile is very important. How do we qualify for the impact of specific research? So the thing is, you put it in your resume and you put it in your college application, right? In the activities, you say that you did research in that particular area. You write your essays about it. So that is how you showcase your research. Okay, how many times can a student take an SAT? I would say 3 to 4 times. Colleges don't punish you for taking that many attempts at all. So that's very important. I mean, how do you qualify and rank the quality of the research? Okay, so a research paper gets published. We have journals called IGHSR, which is a very, very good journal. So if they accept the research paper and publish, that means the quality of the research paper is very, very good. Right? So that is how you quantify the quality of the research paper. Great question. Okay. So how many kids are trying to be visible? How does one stack up and stand out? With the amount of curriculum work, how do students spend a significant amount of time in extracurricular activities? That's a great question, right? It's all about planning and being strategic, right? And it is possible. It is possible. Teens are 3 times more intelligent than us. Where they lack is guidance and consistency and patience and doing something deeply, right? They have it in them and it is possible. That's why it's so competitive. Great question, and we can help you with that, right? And what are the majors and courses applying music? Wonderful. I had this student who combined STEM and music. So you can also do that. And I had another student who wanted to do research on impact of music in neurodivergent kids and everything. So you need to mix up music with something that is STEM to be successful. Okay. If you just do music, it kind of doesn't, the return on investment is not there, right? You don't end up making that much when you come out of college, right? So that's what it is. Combining it with a STEM will definitely help, and we can help you out with that. What is a recommended undergraduate for corporate law with science? Oh, wonderful. You can be a patent attorney, right? So I have a student who's doing research in that particular area, a patent attorney area, where students do to go to law school, you can have any undergraduate major. All you have to do is like patent lawyers and everything, they need to have a STEM background. So students have STEM subjects. They kind of come out as a STEM major. They apply, they nail the LSAT exam. They have a lot of experience, and then they apply to law school. Right. So that's also a great way to get into law school and patent attorney. So great. There are some wonderful questions that are coming out. Right. So let me quickly go over them and get that. Okay. I also believe students' identity are heavily based on disease, LGBTQ, racial. Yes, but I would like to avoid that kind of politically charged areas, because it's not something that is good. Okay. And also, hold on a minute. FAFSA is a way to get funding. No, federal. Only federal funding, okay? I believe there are subsidies for those who are handicapped, but I would do personal research, yes, of course. A financial research, I would need to do research on this particular thing, okay? Financial help for dorm, like I said, if you get full ride, that's covered. Okay, great questions coming here. Can we ask topics on specific research topics? Like I have ideas for research, but I don't know how good they will be. I'm sorry, we are running out of time. But if you can email me, schedule a call, I can definitely help. For H4 to International Student Scholarship, the thing is H4, you have a better chance of getting scholarship. So I would say get into a school on your H4 visa and convert into F1 later on so that you can get the internship. The internship program is free, full guidance. You can schedule a call with me. I'm also going to give you my schedule, my call. You can also schedule a call with me. I put the link there. Don't worry, I will send you an email. Please check your email because I'm going to send you the recording and everything in there. Okay, and you can go from there. Okay, cancer research in summer. Yes, a 10th grade from State University. Excellent. Cancer is a great topic to do research on. I would highly recommend that. And also our, like 1 second, I'm just trying to get, Mrinali, you want to post the link for our WhatsApp group that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to give you all those links, right? Okay. Just trying to get the document. Hold on. Okay. Okay, what are the, yeah. Okay, what passion projects? Oh, cardiology. Research is the number one passion project that students can do. Shadowing, shadowing a doctor is also something that a cardiologist can also do. Can we get a research program that can be used for merit? Yes, I did have that. Mrinali, can you share the scholarship link?
Yes, I've shared it.
Okay, share it again. How about Cal Poly College? Yes, that's also very good. Would you help student incoming with summer programs? Absolutely. We do have that. Would you recommend students who take dual major in this AI transition phase? Of course, yes. And admissions officers have been saying that the computer science majors have seen a huge dip. Okay, so yes, you have to AI proof your career now. Okay, do we have a format for the resume? Absolutely. If you can email me, I can share. I have all kinds of formats. You can join our WhatsApp group right here. Right, I have put that in. All the links are there. Please check your email. I'm going to share all the links there as well. Okay, our research programs only for students who reside in your state. Our research programs are online. I don't have everything is virtual. So yes, it's not specific to a state. Anybody can join. Which year need to convert H4 to international college change? So it depends, whatever you're comfortable with. There's no rule of thumb as to when you want to change because you need F1 to get internships, right? So that's why it's and also you have to be careful. By switching to F1, you may lose out on your state residency. Like for example, you are on a H4, you're in Pennsylvania, you join Penn State, you're given resident in-state fee, right? So if you switch it to international, then you lose out on that. So it's a bit dicey. So you need to watch out for that. Okay. Will being a basketball player in high school help in any way? Of course, you can be the varsity basketball and not for engineering. Again, you have your sports, but to be to be a competitive engineering major, you need to have extracurricular activities. I had a student who was applying for mechanical engineering. So he went and he interned in an automobile facility, right? Because he wanted to learn about cars and the mechanics and everything. So you need that and research. He did research in nanoscience, right? So yes. Do you also provide, we have tutors who provide SAT, ACT tutoring. If you email me, I'll share you the tutors. Yes. And does completing some college credits in high school reduce your chance to getting into top colleges? Not at all. Actually, they require that many APs to get into the top colleges, because no, and also the top colleges like Ivies, they don't give you credits for the courses completed, but they still want it to be in your resume. You get it? So no, it's negative. It's not negative at all. With AI able to help so much with research, how do you show research is genuine, not AI driven? Great question. Thank you, Abhilash. Okay, so our professors, our creative writers, they will check if a research paper has been AI written. If it's more than 30%, we reject the paper because it will get rejected by the journals. Students have to write it. Okay, we have Turnitin and other sophisticated AI detecting tool that will make sure that a research paper is not completely AI written. Recently, a student did that, and we went back and asked them to write it. Okay, I also don't think AI is bad, but student needs to think, orchestrate, validate, show. Oh my God, fantastic, Abhilash. You're just reading out my thing. I feel like ChatGPT should be banned until 18 years because teens cannot read, write, think, create without ChatGPT. Right? So it needs guardrails. What about students who are interested in chemical engineering? Absolutely. Research is the #1 extracurricular activity to demonstrate your prowess to chemical engineering, internships, cause area, all those like environmental engineering, how is pollution affecting, all that can be definitely done for chemical engineering. What about finance related courses? Absolutely. We offer economics and finance research, right? Quant, that is like the highest paying gig at the moment, right? So yes, finance is something that I feel is AI proof, right? Not everything can be done by ChatGPT and Claude, right? Okay, so internship not eligible for H4, how to get unpaid? Yes, we do offer internships if you're on H4 and everything. Do we get full scholarship even if we don't belong to that state? Absolutely. That is for example, Duke is Robertson Scholar. It's full ride. It's a special scholarship. It doesn't matter which state you're from, right? So yes, University of Alabama will give you full ride, full tuition because they want students to come in. Which is more valuable, paid or unpaid internship or volunteering? It's the quality. It's not about the paid or unpaid. What impact have you done? How do you show the tangible, measurable result? That's important, right, Niharika? Great question. Okay, and what other questions do I have? What is the fee for your service? It depends. I offer a lot of services. So you can schedule a free call with us on our website and we can help you. My daughter wants to be a dermatologist. Fantastic. I have another student who wants to be a dermatologist. So she is a swimmer. So her cause area is how you can protect your skin, because being a swimmer, she used to be a lot of time in the chlorinated water. So that was her research and her cause area. Very good in studies. She's excellent in Kuchipudi dance and working on dance certification. Excellent. So that's extracurricular activity, but she still needs to show that she is that. And we also offer biomed research at 7th grade. It's too early. I don't recommend that. She can do research on skin cancer or something like that and showcase that. Excellent. What is a really good engineering activity for engineering related majors? Actually, there's nothing that you can say this is good, this is bad. It depends on the student's interest. Please don't shove things down a student's throat. They have to be interested in a particular area. We first figure out what your child wants, and then we find activities aligning to them. Okay, that's the way you've got to work out. How do you help students get full ride into UT Dallas? Fantastic. My students have won that. One is national merit. If you qualify for national merit, then you get full scholarship for UT Dallas. Okay, that's also that. Do you provide summer programs for finance? Absolutely. Is starting a club or nonprofit better in high school? Another thing that I want to warn you, please don't think that starting a nonprofit is your ticket to Ivy League or top colleges. Starting a nonprofit has zero value. It is about what impact you're doing. So please don't get into, oh, I'll start a nonprofit. It takes you $900 to start a nonprofit, but it's a red flag for college admission officer, because what are you going to show? What have you done? So please don't take these kind of, effort. You need to have a clear plan. If you want to do any effort, I have a nonprofit. Thana is not, they run a lot of non-profit activities. You can join them. Okay. Okay. How do you have you helped students get full ride in NYU? A lot of tuition we've gotten paid for NYU, but not full ride. Okay. NYU doesn't give out a lot of money. Okay. My daughter wants to be a director and son a chef. They're still relatively young. We are both scared, not sure. Hopefully, they will naturally see. Of course, that's fantastic. You know, a chef is like an AI-proof job. Okay, can anybody replace a chef? I think that's the best profession. A lot of people should become pastry chefs. Restaurants are never going to go out of business. Do you think AI can cook something? No, it's a great profession. Encourage your child. So, how do you qualify for national merit? So the thing is, you need to write the PSAT. In your junior year is when the scores for the PSAT qualify you to get into the national merit. H4 can do internship in NVIDIA software and other MNCs. You need to check with them if they allow. Is patent pending innovation a tier 1? I cannot give you the answer directly. I need to see what the patent is, what stage it is, and everything. Okay, that's important. Can anyone on study part-time? H1 study part-time and options? Absolutely. See, if you're on a valid visa, you can study. There's no problem at all. Okay. It's only when you're about to work is when you have issues with the visas. Okay. My daughter is a 10th grader and wants to become a doctor, and she wants research. What is a prerequisite for research? There is none. I would highly recommend joining our biomed waitlist. We have a waitlist. We are launching all our research programs next week. So please join our waitlist very quickly. And this is our biomed waitlist. You can join this. You can join this waitlist, and we can help you with that. It's first come. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, it's first come, first serve, and we are opening our waitlist next week. So please join our waitlist, and you will be the first to know. Okay, do research programs for applied math? Absolutely, sir. I want to go here and share with you. I have a wonderful professor who combines math and statistics and everything. You can check out here, foreign policy. I'm just going to go here. Mathematics, data science, decision, computer vision, mathematics. So advanced mathematics, again, you can join our waitlist and we will help you with that. We have a wonderful professor. Who is that? Cricket is not widely played in this country. Will cricket play any role in extracurricular activities? Absolutely. Shrishti Amala, my student who got into Georgetown, she used to play cricket, right? So please, it's a very, very rare extracurricular activity, which is very, very good. How H4 student can get summer internship? We offer summer internship program with Tana. We're going to start that. You can join that. Okay. And everybody's welcome to join. It's an unpaid internship. You can definitely join. Are there specific scholarships? Scholarships for only citizens versus others? There are. It depends on what the scholarship is. Is law a good option for students? Absolutely. I want to tell you that my younger son is pursuing is going to pursue law. He's doing political science in University of Michigan honors program, and he loves it. So yes, lawyers make a lot of money. I'm sorry, my throat is gone. They make $2,000 an hour, better than a software engineer. So I highly recommend being a lawyer. Okay, it is like AI proof, and definitely recommend that. Okay, so I think I'm in the end of the questions. Let me just answer. Okay, I've answered all the questions. I think it's been an hour and a half. I want to commend you for being here. All your questions are wonderful. Please wait for my email because I'm going to send you all the recording and everything. You can reach out to us on our website. You can schedule a free call from our website. All the information is right there. And Thana people, I want to let them go because they've done a great job with that. My email is info@giftedgabber.com. Please check your mail and everything. Okay, so I'm done. Fani Garu, we can, if you don't have anything, we can end our session. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to send you all an email with the recording and all the links. I want to thank you for coming in. You are all great parents and students. You spent an hour and a half with me to learn about the college process, and I want each and every one of your children to be successful. So thank you for being here. Bye now.